because you chose it in the way you choose a meal or a road to walk. You are here because something deeper than thought pulled you into this moment, this inhale, this heartbeat, this silence between thoughts. You may think you are reading these words, but perhaps the words are reading you. Perhaps they are not mine at all, but yours, long buried beneath noise, beneath fear, beneath the weight of names you were given and roles you were told to wear. You are not your job. You are not your failures. You are not your name on a birth certificate or your number on a screen. You are the space between the thoughts where peace lives when no one is watching. You are the stillness that remains after the storm has screamed itself out. You are the quiet hum beneath the scream of the world. There was never a time when you were not loved, not when you were small and crying in the dark, not when you were angry and broke something precious, not when you lied to protect yourself, not when you turned away from those who needed you, not when you felt empty and called it failure, not when you prayed and heard nothing back, not when you doubted if there was even anyone listening. Love did not leave, it never left, it simply waited, like the sun behind clouds, like the root beneath frozen earth. Like the song inside the silence before the first note is sung. You think God is far away because you cannot see him in the sky or hear his voice in the wind. But what if he is not up there? What if he is down here, in the ache of your chest when you remember someone you lost? In the way your hands tremble when you hold a child's hand? In the tears you cry alone in the shower because no one else would understand why you're crying? What if God is not a being out there but the very substance of being itself, the breath in your lungs, the pulse in your wrist, the warmth in your skin? What if he is not separate from you, but the ground on which you stand, the air you breathe, the light that lets you see your own shadow? You were never meant to be perfect. You were meant to be present, to sit with your pain without fixing it, to hold your joy without clinging to it, to feel your loneliness without running from it, to love without expecting return, to give without counting the cost, to forgive without waiting for an apology, to be broken and still say, I am here. That is the prayer that moves mountains, not the loud ones shouted from pulpits, not the polished words written in holy books, but the quiet whisper of a soul saying, I am tired, I am afraid, but I am still here. The world tells you to climb higher, to earn more, to prove yourself, to be stronger, to be better, to be worthy. But the truth whispers differently. The truth says you are already whole, even now, even here, even with your scars, even with your doubts, even with your silence. You do not need to earn love. You only need to stop running from it. You do not need to be saved. You only need to stop pretending you are lost. He speaks in thunder, but he also hush after a sob. Answers prayers with miracles, answers them with patience, with the slow unfurling of a flower with the steady rise of dawn for a night too long, is out when you thought you were alone, with the stranger who smiled when you felt invisible, with the book you opened by accident that's exactly what you needed, with the dream you forgot by still carried in your bones. Do not search for signs in the storm. Look for them in the eyes of the person beside you. Look for them in my earth. Look for them in the way you're against your leg at midnight. It's between two people who do not need. God does not live in temples made of spaces between heartbeats. You offer when you have every right to. He lives in the meal you share with someone who has nothing. He lives in the prayer you whisper. Know how to pray anymore. It's believed to be worthy, but belief is not the door. Surrender is, not the surrender of defeat, but the surrender of control. The letting go of needing to be seen, of needing. When you float, you discover the priest spoke of rules. The most sacred thing not to give, but to be. Moment without hiding, without hold your shame, to welcome